Good morning, everybody. This is Dave Z.
And I'm Bree Molitor.
And you are tuning into the 2018 SRRS Round 2, sponsored by Holley EFI. This is the fourth leg in the quest for the national championship. And we've got
Lane Denny on the line.
Lane's from Oklahoma. Hey, everybody.
We are getting ready to kick things off here bright and early at Bikini Bottoms ORV in Dyersburg, Tennessee. So this is the second installment of the southern part of the series. So we have been out checking the hills, hanging out with the drivers, doing their drivers meeting, and ready to get things going.
You know, it rained all day, it rained all week in West Tennessee, but the rock bouncer gods shined on us because it looks glorious out there. In the 6-7 years I've been coming to Bikini Bottoms, never have I seen the conditions this favorable for racing. I'm not just saying that. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about here in just a minute or two.
Well, this is my first time at Bikini Bottoms, so I think it was in my honor that the sunshine stayed out for 2 days.
Yeah, I think that must be it.
Obviously. Hey guys, as always out there, let us know where you're watching from. We love to hear from you. If you've got a driver that you want to hear from specifically today, let us know. We'll see if we can get them in here.
And before we get started, we want to give a huge shout out to all of our sponsors. Without them, we couldn't do what we do. And of course,
a lot of the racers couldn't do what they do either.
Exactly. Speaking of the racers doing what they do, I just picked up another signature shirt.
I'm sure
Who am I wearing?
I'm not surprised.
I got a little bit of a collection going, but I've got Will Stewart's shirt on. The old brand new Gone Postal shirt. And I told Cassie, his wife, if he makes the podium, this thing's getting ripped off and we're going to represent.
Oh, gosh.
What? I mean, you know.
All right, you hear that? Will Stewart, you got to come through for Dave. So we had some folks out here doing a little testing and tuning yesterday.
It was wild. We've got a heck of a course plotted out. We've got some ups, downs. We've got rock. We've got some dirt. And for those of you who aren't familiar with Bikini Bottoms, there are typically two different states. There's muddy, and then there's dusty. Today is a
perfect mixture of, well, not too much of either, really.
Right, exactly. Now, it kind of looks slick out there from what you're seeing, but it's absolutely not muddy. And it's not dusty. The sun is out.
I drove my Mazda sedan up here to the production
she wheeled it
trailer.
Now that you open that door, Bree, why don't we tell them about how I had to spot you in?
Dave had to spot me. I had to pick my line coming up the hill, go awesome. Around the ruts.
All right. So once again, we have Lane Denny on the line. He's from Oklahoma. He's running with. And stand by. We're going to be right back.
I'm Justin Hoback, and you're watching Hillside Live.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Dave Z, hanging out with my partner in crime, Bree Molitor. And you're with us at the 2018 SRRS Round 2, sponsored by Holley EFI.
That's right. We've got one of our newcomers, Lane Denny, out on the line, ready to get things kicking off for us here at Bikini Bottoms ORV. Is that Jack Porter down there?
That's our guy.
He got a haircut. I can't recognize it as easily now.
Now for this first run, we're going to walk you through what Lane's doing.
They've got a pretty lengthy course set out today. So for those of you that aren't familiar with the park we're at, Bikini Bottoms, ORV, Dyersburg, Tennessee, this is where the second Cable Hill Jr. was created, and
or as Bree likes to call it, Fable Hill.
Well, it's the fake Cable Hill, so Fable Hill, it seemed appropriate. Synthetic. That doesn't have the same ring to it, though. So that is what Lane is coming down right now, is the synthetic Cable Hill. I don't like that as much, Clyde.
When Clyde was in the Giro.
Oh, okay.
Yes! Pucker factor 10.
Oh.
Heck of a run.
Nicely
Good show.
done. So that gives you an idea of the course that's laid out today and the hills that are out here. There's ups, there's downs, there's mud, there's concrete, a little bit of everything.
And we've got Jason Cruz on the line.
Good morning, Jay White. Thanks for checking in with us.
And we've got 30 of the best drivers in the world joining us for the 2018 SRRS Round 2 here in Dyersburg, Tennessee.
Jason Cruz going through the course so fast, even the camera guy has trouble keeping up. Looks like you had a little trouble making his corner there. Maybe getting out of gear.
And Jason Cruz with a very respectable run of 84.20 seconds, which puts him into first place.
Good morning, Lee from the Philippines. Love to hear where you guys are watching us from. Thanks for checking in. I know it's a little bit early, but we've got a jam-packed day of UTV and bouncer racing action. So we got to get started as soon as the sun comes up. Fit it all in.
And what better way to have your morning coffee, or as Bree likes to call it, her morning energy drink.
Oh, I thought you were going to call me out on sitting here eating a donut.
No. Then hanging out with Dave and Bree. with some rock bouncing. Now, if you've never been to Bikini Bottoms, it's a pretty awesome park. There's a lot of dirt here, some big hills, some really great obstacles. Is that Bubba? Jeremy Blythe. Jeremy's smoking it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new first place holder right now. It's Jeremy Blythe with a time of 72.91. And we have my guy from Central Tennessee. Mr. Stephen Robinson is on the line in the Raging Bumblebee.
He's in the Raging Bee, black and yellow signature colors.
Now, Stephen is 1/3 of the Can-Am Mafia.
All I can say about Stephen.
He has such a great attitude. He's out there having a good time,
All
but
the other drivers do, just slow.
man, he wants to hit this hill hard. He wants it pretty bad. Steve's had a couple of couple pieces of bad luck so far this season. Coming into the race, he was in 18th place overall, and he vowed to change that this race, Bree.
He's also pulling double duty between the UTV and the bouncer races.
Absolutely. And in the bouncer class, him and Nick Campbell are running as a team, and they're doing one heck of a job. They are in the top 10. They are actually ranked number 10. When you consider the level of competition,
Oh yeah,
that's a huge feat.
Plus, we have a pretty large field of drivers for the UTV races as well.
Alrighty. Steve's in second place currently with a time of 75.54. And we've got...
All right. Anybody recognize that buggy on the line? This is Mr. Tim Cameron.
who is currently holding first place overall in the season.
Let's see what he does.
Tim usually shows up to these races a day or two early, but he's been working on the announcer night and day.
Not all yesterday.
He's having a ridiculously smoke and run right here. 64-68, ladies and gentlemen. Tim Cameron is currently in first place.
That was really good for a rookie class.
So, I think this is Donald Spicer on the line. What a good dude.
Cody, the bouncers are scheduled to start at 10 o'clock this morning.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2018 SRRS Round 2. This is the 4th race in the quest for the National Championship, and this event is sponsored by no other than Holley EFI. You're hanging out with me and Bree, drinking some coffee with us.
What better way to spend a Saturday morning?
We're in Dyersburg. Where are you guys at? Let us know where you're from.
Carrie Rogers, we're glad to hear from you, and sorry you couldn't be here, but enjoy the show. We'll be cheering on Steven and Summer for you.
And do us a favor, folks. This is a free viewing. This is not a pay-per-view deal. And the only thing we're going to ask you to do is hit the share button for us. We appreciate that. Because you know your uncle in Tallahassee wants to be seeing this. Donald looks to be about 10 seconds behind where Timmy was at this point.
For reference, that's a 76.61 for Donald Spicer.
All right, we got Sam Carter from Oklahoma on the line from Carter's Trucking. If you haven't liked Sam on Facebook yet, it's always interesting to check out some of his posts, see where he's at, where he's going. Hit him up on Facebook.
Sam, they're ready for you. 3, 2, 1, go.
What's up, Mississippi and Maryland and Louisville? Wish y'all were here with us in sunny Dyersburg, Tennessee.
Yes, we couldn't ask for better weather than we've got right now. I like to think it's because this is my first time here at Bikini Bottoms.
That's right. You bringing the sunshine with you, Bree.
Come on, Sam.
So currently our leader, our top 3 is Tim Cameron with a time of 64.61, Jeremy Blythe, and then Steven Robinson. Oh boy, look at that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's not how that's supposed to be. That was a rough landing coming down that stair step.
Did you hear it? Just boom. Don't do it, Sam. Is he going to do it? Surely not.
No.
Sam Carter's not that crazy, is he? He is, but hopefully the voice of reason is talking to him up there. Because everybody knows Sam knows.
Uh-oh.
There's a huge part of him that wants to just pin it and fly down Cable Hill on 3 wheels.
I think his flux capacitor quit fluxing.
I mean, it probably wouldn't be that much worse of a landing than what he just had.
No, it's pretty rough. Yes, absolutely. Huge shout out to all the Filipinos out there, brothers and sisters in the PI. I'd bust out with some Tagalog, but you know what? Most people wouldn't understand what I was saying. So, huge shout out to those in the PI.
Did you just try to like humble brag that you know how to speak?
I'm not even gonna
language?
look. I'm not gonna say. We won't go there right now. I may or may not have been over there once or twice. I don't. You know.
Y'all pay attention?
All right, so Sam Carter wasn't crazy enough to finish the hill coming down Cable.
What's up, brother Clint? I was a little disappointed to hear that you weren't going to be here, but I know you're working incredibly hard to get old Heavy Pedal back up and running. But I know you got someone sitting in on your spot. I think one of the Kirkuses are sitting in for you. Correct, sir? Or is it Nick? Yeah. In the Kirkus's rig. That's right.
That's
Are they taking Steve's?
There's been a little bit of Razor or UTV shuffling
Yeah,
going on here, so we're
it's
trying
in
to
the
keep up.
Bumblebee. Right. Now, Nick Campbell is about as exciting as they come in these UTVs. So look for a, I'm looking to see this Bumblebee take off.
Hey, Steven, do me a favor. Go sit down.
Nick's been running pretty steady in the, Steven Robinson voguing in front. But Nick's been running the SRRS Summer Series and the SRS Winter Series at the Memphis International Speedway.
I don't care. So we have
I think he's about to give Timmy Cameron a run for his money right here.
Got it.
For those of you who are just joining us, you're hanging out with Dave and Bree here at Bikini Bottoms ORV. We are here for the second installment of the Southern Rock Racing Series, 4th race overall for the National Rock Racing Series Championship. Nick Campbell is on the track, and we're enjoying a beautiful sunny day out here and getting ready for some rock bouncer action later this morning, so y'all stay tuned for that too.
With a very respectable 72.77. And just edged out Jeremy Blythe, who had a 72.91.
RainbowRacerRiders.com. Y'all go check him out.
And we've got our guy Kyle Lowry, Mr. Dirt Dauber himself.
We had the Raging Bumblebee, and now we have the Dirt Dauber.
Man, he's kind of famous in the music industry, isn't he? He's kind of he's a crooner.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, a picker, a crooner. He's
Never win anything. Go.
We should have him come do a live show.
yeah. And John Allen Campbell used the Dirt Mobile as a Memphis, or in the SRRS Summer Series. Oh, there's the side of the mountain right there, buddy. And basically had to rebuild the whole front end of it. The cooling system went out and it was ugly.
The Draco was sitting right there. Somebody announced for Bob and come to the Draco.
Bob, I need you running hose. Bob, you got Draco. Drivers, push him out of the way.
What's up, Veronica Crouch? Come on, Kyle.
That is one of those times when you're glad for a Hans device.
Yes.
Oh! Must be a little slick down there.
87.19, 87.19.
All right, Kyle with the time of 87.19.
Copy that. I'll give you some.
You know what Kyle always makes me think of?
What's that, Bray?
Duck Dynasty.
He kind of does. But he is such a good dude. And we are going to be right back after this.
Power, progression, determination, innovation, experience, speed. We are Super ATV. With industry-leading suspension, heavy-duty Rhino brand axles, and all-out performance tuning, let Super ATV fuel your off-road passion. Visit superatv.com.
Affordable EFI is in sight now with Sniper EFI from Holley. Easy to install, self-tunes, and replaces most 4-barrel carbs. Forget cold start issues, hesitations, vapor lock, and flooding. Get big performance starting at just $999.95. Sniper EFI.
Hey, this is Postman. We're Hillside Live.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Dave Z hanging out with my partner in crime, Bree Molitor. You're watching the 2018 SRRS Round 2, sponsored by Holley EFI. This is the 4th race in the quest for the national championship.
That's right. We are at Bikini Bottoms ORV in Dyersburg, Tennessee today.
The lines are starting to build at the front gate. I think that anticipation for the big bouncer race here in about an hour and a half.
I think this awesome, perfect weather we're having is encouraging everybody to come on out too.
Is this Clinton Bogle? It sure looks like Clinton Bogle.
I think this might be Clint's first series race, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. He has the right idea, doesn't he?
I think he's, oh yeah. He's here or hanging out with Mr. Lane Denny and Brandon Grapevine.
Yeah, those Oklahoma boys.
That's right.
I wonder if the Kirkuses are in that clique. And he's out the beam
Nice.
with a 77.23.
77.23.
There he is. Tyler Byram's on the line from Bo Byram's Body Shop.
That's right.
Say that 3 times fast, people.
Bo Byram and my dad, Chad Molitor, used to wheel together way back in the day.
Our dad. Let's get this straight. We're making it official right here. I've been adopted by Chad Molitor. Come on, buddy.
Looks like the outlaw making his way down. Shaking hands. Or shaking babies with his hands. He'll do either
And while Tyler's coming around the top, just wanted to fill everybody in. Currently, our leader is Tim Cameron with a time of 64.61. And we have Team Clint Garrison in second place, Jeremy Blythe in third, Stephen Robinson in fourth, and Donald Spicer rounds out the top 5. And Tyler Byram lining up with Fable Hill. Synthetic Cable Hill.
I want some royalties for that if this catches up.
We're going to make that happen. Woo!
It's saved, Tyler.
79.18 seconds.
Shelby, I am not racing today. The Avenger, unfortunately, is in too many pieces to be drivable right now. We had to get the tranny rebuilt and decided to go ahead and do some other upgrades and modifications while everything was apart. So Chad Molitor and I might have some help, though, from Mr. Zach Cantrell in our neck of the woods. So shout out to him for being a big help putting the Avenger back together. One of these days I will be back out at a race. So will Chad Molitor.
This is about the only home roller that I can stand right here. Old Steven Rogers. And if you love the sport of rock racing, rock bouncing, UTV racing, support these drivers. Like them on the gram. Like them on Facebook. Follow their pages. Buy their swag. You know what? They've got some pretty cool swag, don't they?
They really do. We were out looking at a lot of driver shirts and earlier today.
I don't know about you, Bree, but I want my home wrecker shirt.
I bet we can make that happen, Dave.
All right, let's work on that. You got to hit it, Steve. Yeah. Hit it. See, when you're looking at that on TV, people, it just doesn't look that steep.
No, but I bet that looks like straight down from that driver's seat.
We've got Forrest Kirkus, the birthday boy, on the line.
Is today his birthday?
Oh, it was yesterday or the day
Yesterday?
before, but it's close enough. But today
enough.
is somebody's birthday. a very good friend of mine, dear friend of mine. And he's here today, Mr. Jimmy Flynn, huge supporter of the Southern Rock Racing. Yeah.
Birthday.
Happy birthday, Jimmy Flynn from Adamsville, Tennessee.
We'll have to give him a donut.
Yeah. I want to get him a ride with Bobby Tanner.
That's probably better than a donut. So.
Now, Forrest is the only Kirkus I saw here today. Now, Roland may be hiding with Lisa somewhere. We can't really talk about that, but
Well, that just got weird.
it got weird quick. But I haven't seen them. I hope they're here. I love that family. Heck of a family. And what do I always tell people?
Always entertainment.
If you ever get the opportunity, go to dinner with the Kirkuses if you want to have a good time. And we are on our 13th run of the morning. We have approximately 30 UTVs racing today.
Forrest finishing up with a time of 84.32.
All right. Y'all wanted to see some action? Well, here it is. We've got Mr. Refurbished Racing himself, Mr. Jamie Cold Iron on the line. What a heck of a nice guy, too.
You know, pretty much all these people out here, just good folks.
Well, Stacy
We were talking about that
Wilhoit,
yesterday.
Stacy Wilhoit ought to feel special that Jamie lets him hang out with him. You know what I mean? Look at him go, ladies and gentlemen. There's a reason he's in 4th place overall on the season. Such an exciting driver.
Jamie also races with Kyle Lowry.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
What do they call it? The refurb battle? Something like that.
Come on, Jamie.
Nice.
72-30, 72-30. Wow, this field is so close right now. I'm going to give you top 3 or the top 5 in a second. Just to show you how close we are. Top 5, Tim Cameron with a 64-61. Jamie Cold Iron in 2nd place with a 72-30, with Team Clint Garrison in 3rd place with a 72-77, and with a 72-91, Jeremy Blythe and Steve Robinson rounds off 5th place with a 75-54.
Mr. Matt America.
Matt Merica from Busted Knuckle Films.
Hey, that's another thing that I want some royalties on.
That was you too, wasn't it? You just named, you giving everything a name. What up, Brian Dunnigan? Oh no.
Matt had a little bit of a rough bounce coming down that hill.
I think he's taking a second to evaluate.
Looks like it might have caused some problems for him.
Strategy. See how it works for him.
There are a lot of active people in the off-road world, Bree, but I think that between Matt Myrick and Clyde Bynum, they've got the bases covered. They've got the market covered on.
I don't think that they sleep.
No, they can't possibly sleep. I think Matt was out here slinging T-shirts at 3 in the morning. It was unbelievable.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like there might be something going on in the front end. A little bit of a lawn dart coming down that hill.
That's perfect, Clyde. Love it. So Clyde spends about 90 to 100 hours a week working on series stuff and, you know, making sure everything's perfect with the feed and getting everything going. Just like that, Clyde shoots us to the one shot.
Ta-da!
Appreciate you, buddy. How you doing? But he's also our producer, so he gets producer credits for this thing. How's everybody doing? I'm Dave Z.
I'm Bree Molitor.
You're hanging out with us in Dyersburg, Tennessee. It's been a beautiful day so far.
Oh, it's awesome out here.
Yeah. If you're not out here, we're happy you're tuned in to us. Only thing we'd like to see is you just share this. It helps support the drivers, gets the drivers' names out there, and these guys are the ones that are really making it happen week in and week out.
Yeah, and speaking of drivers, you know, we say it often, but we want you guys to let us know if you want us to bring someone in here so we can do driver interviews in the trailer. If you're new to the show, then we like to bring them in and have some guests commentating and just get a chance to get to know the drivers better. So if you got someone that you want us to bring in here that you want to hear from, let us know. We'll see what we can do.
And if you've got a special question for them, we'll ask it for you.
Appropriate questions.
Yeah, I wasn't going to go there, Ray. But yeah, absolutely. She knows me well.
I'm glad that my donut's not up here on the table anymore.
So we're going to be up in Kentucky in about a month and a half, aren't we? At Dirty Turtle.
Ah, that's right. I haven't been to Dirty Turtle in a couple years, so.
Man, they've done such an amazing job.
Last time I was there, the track was awesome. So I'm curious to see what it'll be looking like this time around.
Yeah. See a lot of friendly faces, a lot of familiar faces out there in Dyersburg today who came on out to watch the show. The park's filling up pretty quickly. The line, I hear, is, for lack of a better term, pretty dadgum long.
Looks like Matt got his issue figured out. Finishing up his lap here. Decided to make a run for it. He gone.
That's why we call him Matt America. He is a superhero.
That's one way to leave the course.
Now, what are we calling that? Are we calling that a DNF, Clyde? One of my favorites and one of your favorites, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Sparky on the line. No, we're not going to tell you his full name because you already know his full name. He's famous.
Clint Bogle had a time of 77.23 for Letty Brown asking that question.
Jason Sparks is really an awesome dude to just hang out with, talk with.
We say that about everybody, but it really is true. I mean, the people in this sport are just good folks, and we enjoy our time that we get to spend with them out here during our race weekends.
And you've got the clowns like the Zach Garners who are just so amazingly sharp and funny to spend time with. And then you got the Sparkies who are just maybe a tad more introverted and calm, if you will. Speaking of Zach Garner, what's your take on him after 4 races?
Well, you know, I've never yet gotten to hear Zach while he's actually out announcing and in his
Really?
element. Well, yeah, because we're always in here.
Why don't you go take a walk outside now? I'll hold it down, and you can hear him razz the racers as they're going around the track. It's probably the most fun you can have spectating, having Zach calling a race. And he has one of the most famous, super fans.
The biggest fan in rock racing.
Yeah, Eric Hagen. Is it Hagen or Hagen?
Eric Hagen.
Is it like tomato?
Hagen?
I
Hagen? I don't know. Ask him. And, even though I haven't heard Zach out announcing, I have been to dinner with him plenty of times. And I think that might, between all the weekends we've done.
Oh, yeah.
I think I might have gotten just as much of the full Zach effect. Just going to dinner.
The Zach effect.
The Zach effect.
That's a thing. That's going to be my next shirt. Is Sparky about to jump out the ride right there and do a show me the money pose?
Well, he didn't make it to the finish line yet, so I don't think so.
No, I'm just saying it looks like he's having some problems, man. Come on, Spark. There it is. Gosh. Mere feet from the finish line. Heartbreaker.
That's a 111.38. That's a good job. That's a solid last place.
Yeah.
Zach said that's a great time. That's a solid last place.
Yeah, just to give you an idea of what Zach Garner's about, he just got on the mic in front of thousands of people and told Sparky what a great time that was. What was it? Last place?
A solid last place.
God. It's harsh.
Came down here. Last time I saw him race this.
Now, I've heard it through the grapevine that...
I see what you did there.
Yeah. Terrible.
I see Mr. Brandon Grapevine is out on the course. Ooh, that was a bit of a rough bounce. Hey, Luke Wilson, thanks for joining us.
Luke Wilson.
Speaking of
My man.
characters along the lines of Zach Garner, Luke, when are we going to see you out at the race again, huh?
Have I ever showed you that video from King of the Hammers with Luke Wilson and Zach? I've never aired that.